4 of the 6 rooms were gifted as well. So 5 of the 6 rooms were gifted. That's
It's
a really
you would thank
incredible way
you
to
for
do
that.
it. No, not totally. Jerry had a room, and IHC and Riani contributed to making a room possible for the group. So it's those registration fees that how that this and that and how it all adds up. And some people had the means to contribute more than $30 if it made it possible for the rest of you to have a space here. So it's really nice. So anyways, yes.
I'd like to acknowledge the people that were able to stay in my room, and Michael, who I enabled to be able to be here, because without the additional people, the event just doesn't happen. I mean, money is an easy thing to find, as we know. Money is not scarce, and part of giving generously into this space is out of the understanding that money is not scarce. And that when you start to do that things really start to change.
It's true. I have a friend that's homeless, and I spent a week this year with her on the streets in Santa Cruz, being her to a pregnant homeless person.
She used to be homeless.
Oh, she's homeless again.
Oh, no.
It happens. I gave everything I could to help her. She had a very enlightening week. I did too. However, what was very interesting about that was that I saw that she had clothes, but she had no one who would listen to her.
Farms database has been updated.
It's like easy to give your things away, but it's not so easy to give your time. And I think that's what Jerry was saying. It's I'll give you my sweater, but can I give you an hour? And we're all here because of the hours we've given to each other and listening and being with each other, and that's like Ted would say, that's being human.
I've got 2 stories. First was that I was facilitating an open space. This was about a couple of years ago, about 3 years ago, and it was overnight. So for the second day, I was up early. It was in a beautiful natural place. I was up early, kind of walking to center it myself, and it was in the fall, and the dew had fallen on the spider webs in a way that made them all visible. And it was incredible to me how many spider webs there were. You never would have noticed it. Every 2 feet, in every direction, were spider webs. And the dew made them visible, but they were there even when they were invisible. And so that metaphor was a very powerful one of all of these networks already exist. And it's simply a matter of figuring out how we can make each other visible and see each other and then make the connection. So it's not nearly as hard as we think it's going to be. In fact, it can happen in an instant. And then this morning, well, I've got to back up. Amelita told this beautiful story of this healing hoop, this Native American healing hoop that came because, and not long ago, I don't know, 6 or 8 years ago, because an Indian man had this dream of this hoop with 100 eagle feathers. And he went to the elders and told them of his dream, and they said, you've got to make this. And he said, how can anybody get 100 eagle feathers? It's not like it used to be. How can anybody get 100 eagle feathers? And they said, you have to make this. And all of a sudden, the eagle feathers started coming to him. People would walk up on the street and give him a feather. And within a year, he had 100 eagle feathers. That hoop has now been taken around the world many times, and when it was in South America, the native Peruvians there, who, a culture that had been separate from the modern world for a long, long time, and they gave him a condor feather to be included in this hoop. So this morning, as I was awakening, I had this dream about this hoop, and we had the hoop here in front of us, and there was a condor flying overhead. And you know how a lot of times you'll see a small bird chase a big bird, and how it's almost like the fishes. I remember being out on the beach one day, and this little bird was chasing this crow. And then 15 minutes later, this crow was chasing this eagle. And I thought, you know, couldn't we turn that around maybe somehow? So this morning, so in the dream, these 2 or 3 crows were, at first it looked like they were chasing the condor. And then as I looked more closely, they weren't chasing it, they were like connected with it. They were right here, the 2 crows were right here, and they weren't even flapping their wings. So there was a way of kind of a synergy that allowed them to all you know, draft on each other or something like that. And so it was a really powerful dream. And then I saw another condor came up, and then I woke up and had to hurry and stuff. And as I walked out the door of the room, an eagle was flying right over the top of me. So I guess what I'm seeing is the networks are becoming connected, and you know, from 6 degrees to 5 degrees has taken some time, and each level is going to be quicker and quicker and quicker, and it might be here before we know it. So thank you all for bringing your networks.
And I wanted to just say also thank you to Melissa. She over there in the corner. I know she's right here, but I have a cookie for you too, but it's in my room, sweetie. She's also one of our council trustees. I was thanking everyone, and I totally over.
She's not going to be.
She got here after the cookies.
Oh, she got here after the cookies. Okay. Well, there's a cookie for you. Never mind. Okay.
Oh, how clever. We have people who are leaving soon who need to videotape.
Yeah. So can we? Who's leaving? Soon.
Next train out of
Who's the
town
next
is-
train out?
Rich and
Is the Riani train.
Mark.
I think I got taped tonight, it wasn't like everybody else.
You did get taped?
If you
You did it last
whatever you want
night?
to say now, we're welcome. You got, there's always plenty of tape.
We're come Monday. What are the questions? Come Monday.
He's got a fresh tape in his hand in case it runs out.
There were 3 questions. What are the questions, Michael?
I want you to sing it, Riani.
Come Monday. What did you learn? What are you?
What did you expect, maybe?
Oh, what did you expect? What did you learn? And
And what are you
now,
gonna
what are you
do?
bringing into the world as a result?
Hey, you ready? Hey, I'm Riani Lightwater with Soul Resources, and I publish books and games to help connect people back up with their intuition and their true natures. I'm here to help. When I got here, I didn't have a clue how I was going to help. I did have a sacred cow idea, and it seemed to have worked, at least helped the group facilitate some kind of movement. And I wasn't sure how I could be of help, and I wasn't sure how I would be integrated into a nonprofit type of situation. But I think some of that is yet to be decided, but I do want to invite anybody that wants to sign up. I have a newsletter and I have free games that I send out every month and stuff that I do. And then of course some of the games are for a small fee to help you move through your stuff. And I want to thank the plant spirits and the animal spirits and the nature spirits to be with us, because without them it couldn't happen, I know. And that's a piece that is dear to my heart. And thank you so much for having a poll. And thank you, Yvonne, for saying hi on Omidyar.
And what are you doing now? Next?
What am I going to do next?
Yeah. What's as a result?
Well, results is I'm going to be putting together lists of different games, and I'm going to be sharing them with Revan. And there's a few more sacred cows that we need to work on, and I'll probably send them out through the different channels, and you guys can participate on the game at distance. That's the cool thing about it. We don't all have to be together to play this, because the web has already been woven. The spider webs are already connected. And so those will be going out probably somehow. And I invite anybody who has any suggestions of how I could facilitate more help. I really
So it said your voice on the website would be good.
The voice, yeah, I need help with the voice, I guess.
Okay.
I need help to put a voice thing on the website. It's intuitivelearningscircle.com.
What sort of voice is it?
Huh?
A voice? What is this?
Well, I got several suggestions saying that if I actually, like, I guess, took people through something with my voice on the website or spoke on, and I don't have a clue about what that might look like.
Easy to do. Very easy to turn.
If I'm gonna okay, well, thanks. Lots of new friends. That's the most important thing, lots of new friends.
Building the network.